What's up, guys? It's Oblivious Gamer here, and well, this is just gonna be my impressions and thoughts after playing the demo of Reynatis. Now, Reynatis is an upcoming action role-playing game developed by Natsume Atari and FuRyu, and of course this game is being published by FuRyu. This is a game that takes place in Shibuya, Tokyo. However, in this world, magic is a thing, so it's kind of like fantasy meets reality. And in this world, people that are wizards are feared by people, so wizards live in like secret. They try to hide. There is an organization called MEA or MIA. They're the ones that are in charge of overseeing and keeping the wizards under control. In this game, you will be seeing and playing as two characters. Marin, who is a wizard that he is heading to Shibuya seeking freedom, and then you will play as Sari. Sari is actually an officer of the organization MEA or MIA. So you're kind of going to be able to see the two different sides, two different ideologies, and you're going to be able to explore each of their sides and see how the story ends up. The demo is not that long. It took me like an hour-ish to finish. And in this demo, you mostly get to see a bit of the intro and then obviously I tried the combat, which I think was something that I was interested in, because from some of the videos and trailers, the combat looked flashy and like fast, and I was like, oh wow, how are they gonna able to do this? How is it gonna feel when you play it? And well, I do have to say, the combat is actually interesting because you have kind of like two modes. You have a combat mode where you activate your weapon, you're able to use magic, and you have like a bar that slowly decreases the more you use magic and the more you're in this offensive mode. And obviously the way to recover your losing mana, or as your gauge gets lower, you have to go into your other mode, which is kind of like a hidden mode or hoodie mode. In this mode, you can't attack at all. But in this mode, you are able to recover magic, and not just that, you get access to a very cool dodge that when you time it properly, it can actually recover your magic, give you like a burst that you're able to kind of like slow down enemies, and then you go into the offensive with your magic gauge recharge. So in the combat, you're kind of be mixing, like knowing when to switch between offense and defense, knowing when to dodge and then going on the offense. And it looks really flashy, like when you're seeing it in action and when you start getting like a hand, like when you start knowing how to use it, it does look extremely fun and flashy. And I do have to say, I was having fun with it. In the demo, there is a bit of exploration. There's some areas in Shibuya and then some areas later in this forest, but not that much. Obviously, I'm playing the Switch version, so graphically, the game doesn't look that amazing. Though I'm hoping, because this game is coming out to PC and the PlayStation console, so I am hoping that the PlayStation version and the PC version looks a bit better, because That's going to be the version that I'm playing. The demo is only available as of making this video, which is the 19th, only on the Nintendo eShop, so only on the Switch, and currently only a Japanese demo. From what I played, pretty short demo. It was fun. Like, I am interested in the game. I am definitely going to get it when it comes out, and maybe do a full review depending on like how I feel about it. Though I do have some concerns, and that's what I want to mainly talk about in the video. One of the concerns is, as you are switching from area to area, you see the stuttering. Like, it's bad. So I don't know if this is just a Switch thing, or if this is like both the PlayStation and the PC version are gonna suffer from this too. I'm hoping they're more optimized and they run a bit better. There are moments where like you can feel the game stuttering and dying. And for something that is supposed to be fast-paced, it's action-y, you're supposed to be dodging, it's not a good thing that it stutters and you do get frame drops here and there. So yeah, hoping the console and the PC version, hoping the PlayStation and the PC version are a lot better and they run and perform better. We will have to see if this is just a Switch thing, or if this is like, yeah, they would probably have to patch this or try to optimize it better. Then I would say my big concern is the combat. As much as combat is what probably makes it interesting because it's flashy, it's crazy with all the dodging you get to see, and you're like, oh wow, this looks cool. My concern is it's a bit basic-ish in a sense where once you get a handle of like the timing for the dodging, there's really not much to do or much that your enemy can do. There was a situation for me where like what I would do is just go into combat mode. The moment I see my magical gauge drop down, go into the defensive mode and just wait until I get attacked by my opponent, so I will be able to time the dodge and get the burst of my gauge to increase. And it became a situation of like me just waiting for attacks instead of like trying to engage in the combat.
Yes.
And I'm a bit concerned there, like especially when there's multiple enemies. I feel this works because you're constantly dodging here and there. Like when I dropped the magical police at me in Shibuya, because like I was curious how they're gonna react. They were just firing at me and I was just like dodging everything back and forth, like moving crazy. It didn't give me a time to breathe, so that was like very fun and engaging, especially like how everything looked. But when you're fighting not a lot of enemies or having a boss fight in a 1v1, it became a situation where I'm just like, okay, I'm just gonna wait here, wait for me to get hit, do the dodge, get my magic recharge, and once it's fully recharged, get the burst, boom, attack. And it became this pattern. Is this fun? Yeah, it's very fun, it's very engaging, but my concern is this going to become extremely repetitive? Remember, you're going to be doing this a lot. So my concern is, once it becomes repetitive, how will the player feel? Will they become bored? The other thing is the difficulty. Like I said, it was very easy to time these dodges, so I am hoping they do something with the difficulty, because otherwise, like, easily breeze through some of these moments in combat. So the thing that is supposed to make the game shine the most, it's also what I think is going to be the biggest weakness, depending on how it is managed. Because if this is not something that, as your opponents get stronger, it becomes a bit more complex, or if they don't add some extra stuff, I could see it becoming boring and, hurting this game. But yeah, I mean, this is just brief. Like I said, the demo is not long. If you're able to get it, give it a shot. I mean, like, I had fun. I do have some concerns, and those concerns are only going to be addressed once the game is out. You are able to play as other characters, so when I managed to get my second character for a brief time switched on her, I thought it was fun, so they kind of keep trying to add new elements, so I'm just hoping they add more elements with the dodging here. And also, I mean, this game is having kind of like a collaboration with The World Ends With You, or XIII, so yeah, that's cool. So this kind of takes place maybe in the same world. Pretty interesting. So you guys, what are your thoughts on Reynatis? Have you tried the demo? Feel free to leave your thoughts down below. This has been Oblivious Gamer, and I hope you'll have a wonderful day or night wherever you are.